Hi guys, welcome back to my dad's channel. Today I'm going to be doing the voiceover for today's video. Before we start, I just want to say thank you for 100 subscribers and continue watching the videos because we have a ton of fun stuff planned for the future, especially leading into the summer. So we started these longboards by buying a 1/4 inch plywood from Lowe's. We looked for it at Home Depot, but they were out, so we ended up buying it at Lowe's, but typically my dad goes to Home Depot. So right now you can see the clamping technique we used was to try and get some concave so the board bended in the middle. With further variations of the longboard designs that we did, this became more successful, but this was our first time trying it. But in future tries, it became a lot more distinct and a steeper slope. So we got this stencil off of Just Safari, and it was a free stencil. I mean, if you look up free stencils for longboards, a ton of them will come up. Originally, we had planned to just sketch the design with pencil and take the paper off, but we realized that it was just smarter to leave the paper on. Now, we did all of this just off of research from YouTube. I mean, we have no experience with making longboards, so when we did this, it was kind of our first time, so we had no idea what we were doing. And in a lot of the YouTube videos, they said that you could choose between the bandsaw and the jigsaw. So my dad decided to use the bandsaw because he just thought that it was the better option for us because he's more familiar with it.
Okay, so here I am cutting the longboard on my bandsaw. Abby went with this design because she wanted to have cutouts in the front and the back of the board to make room for the wheels in case she makes a steep turn, so the wheel doesn't come in contact with the board. And that's one thing you have to pay attention to when you're picking your design, is making sure that you have enough room between the wheels and the board so the wheels don't come in contact with the board when you're making a very steep turn. There are risers that you can buy and that come with the kits that separate the wheels from the board, but just keep that in mind when you're picking your design and picking your wheels. We decided to go with spray-on polyurethane for the finish, and we ended up putting 7 layers of finish on the longboards. This is just to kind of give it that extra protection from nicks and dings. You will probably get that with these boards because, I mean, you're going to be riding them and putting them on the ground and whatnot, so just kind of keep that in mind. Okay, here we are countersinking the holes for the placement of the wheels, just to make sure that the screws are countersunk and sit flush with the board.
the longboard grip tape that I chose, I just got it off of Amazon, and that's where we got all of our grip tapes and our wheel sets. We can put the wheel set that we used in the link in the description. It was $45 if you round. And we just found it on Amazon, like I said, and it was very good quality for a beginner. I mean, it's a good beginner kit.
So we decided to make 3 boards in total, and the first board was just half-inch thick, which made it very flexible, and we ended up changing it for the next 2, and we made the next 2 3/4 of an inch thick. In one of these shots you can see Abby riding it, and it became a little too flexible for us, so the thicker ones are much better and sturdier.
So this is Caitlin's board. Caitlin wanted a board after she saw mine, so we decided that we were going to go into this and just change up the design a little bit to make it more efficient. So for this one, instead of using 2, knowing that it'll bend, we used 3 so that we knew that the board wasn't going to bend. These boards we still have them now because they have held up throughout the whole summer. So as you can see on the ends, we really tried to use that clamping technique to make sure that those ends came up and you have a bit of a kicktail. This is what the kit looked like when we opened it from Amazon. It came with everything that you needed. Bearings, trucks, all the nuts and all the screws. It came with everything. So this is what was inside the box. And there were also different options that you could, you don't have to go with this kit, but we wanted to just get a black basic kit because what we really wanted to stand out was our grip tape, not our wheels. So Caitlin's grip tape we got off of Amazon too, except since my board was longer, we just had to adjust the size of hers. So when you're shopping for grip tapes, make sure to measure your board and order the grip tape a few inches longer than your board so that you have a little space, just to make sure that it wouldn't be too small, which would be the worst case scenario. I would say that the first board was the least successful, and Caitlin's board, our second board that we made, was functional, but Emma's was the third board, and hers really worked the best. So this is Caitlin trying it out for the first time. She eventually got the hang of it, but this was her first time ever riding a longboard. So in this shot, we just took our longboards to the metro parks, and they have a paved trail there, and we found this hill, and we started riding down it. So yeah, thank you again for 100 subscribers, and if you would like to see more videos, leave a thumbs up or comment any ideas that you want to see. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe. A video we released about a year ago or 2 years ago, I'm pretty sure, just got 10K views, so if you haven't seen that video, please go check it out.